under the boardwalk,
out of the sun.
under the boardwalk,
Oh, we'll be having some
under the
fun.
boardwalk,
People walking
under
about,
the boardwalk,
and we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. From the park you can hear the happy sounds of the carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On the blanket with my babies, that's where I'll be.
under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun, we'll be having some fun.
the boardwalk,
People walking
the
about,
boardwalk,
and we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be.
under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
boardwalk,
oh, we'll be having some fun.
the boardwalk,
People walking about, and we'll be falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. I would like to acknowledge that we are in the traditional lands of the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish people, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the Duwamish tribe. Support the movement of paying real rent today by visiting www.realrentduwamish.org.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the season finale of The Bachelorette. No, wrong show? Sorry. Welcome to the season finale of Curry Talks. Curry Talks started in November of last year. I was a guest on the show in March of this year. Stay tuned to meet the rest of the guests for a roundtable discussion. It's one you don't want to miss.
Welcome to episode 8 of Curry Talks. Thank you so much to my friends for helping me open up today's show. My name is Donato Fatuesi, your host of Curry Talks, and tonight is episode 8, our season finale. Now, you have taken the unique journey with us from November of 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, through months of ongoing, unique, and personal deep stories about people within our Cutie Pie community and how they've overcome unique challenges. And so I'm very excited to bring some of those folks here today to share about the newfound possibilities of tomorrow now that we've overcome this pandemic together and Washington State is starting to open up again. We are about 70% completely vaccinated and still pushing the efforts of organizing vaccine clinics here at our Utopia, Washington office. So look for more information if you haven't already gotten vaccinated to sign up or connect with one of our COVID-19 coordinators to find a local vaccination clinic nearest you so that we can all get that extra level of protection for each other. And so I welcome today 3 of our guests from the past episodes of Curry Talks. Delton Upopo, who you met back in November in our very first Curry Talks show, And then also our Ruby edition, none other than Ruby Fola'au is also here today. And the beautiful vocal stylings of none other than Esau Ta'amu. Please join me in welcoming my friends here today. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Wonderful.
It is so wonderful to come back to this space fully vaccinated.
Okay.
And throughout the last 8 episodes of Curry Talks, we've had taken this show on location to film in multiple different places. And here we are today at Utopia, Washington's newest office location. All of you. Thank you so much. We moved in April, and it feels like we're just now getting settled. And to have community come through now, and for us to start having events again, feels amazing. So welcome to space.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So what's new?
Everything is new. A new year.
Mhm.
A new say.
A new, yeah, everything is new. And it's a good new.
Mhm. Absolutely. When we first met Dell in November, she was facing hours being cut at work and was also struggling to maintain supporting herself and her parents abroad. And so, Dell, what has changed since everything's brand new, girl?
So I'm gonna say that a lot has changed.
Mhm.
During the pandemic, I was facing a lot of hours cut for my company that I was working for. Keyword, I was working for. And now with the new year, the pandemic, and everybody has been vaccinated, I can honestly say that I'm now back on track, and I'm happy than ever. And to top it off, that I am now a staff member for Utopia, Washington.
Yes.
So I'm so happy, I'm so honored, and I'm just full of joy right now. So it's such a blessing that I'm here today. And I can honestly say that I'm standing on good grounds. I'm financially helping out my family. Last year was such a struggle.
Mhm.
And then this year, the path has been wide and open, and I'm just happy, so happy. Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, Dell, thank you so much for sharing. For those of you who don't know, Dell has joined Utopia's team and now serves as the operations coordinator. So
you.
that's really something amazing to celebrate. We went through this chaotic year,
Yes.
and we're transforming
Oh yeah.
in many different ways. Ruby, when we met Ruby for Curry Talks, the Ruby edition, Ruby was venturing into a new realm of her creative expertise. Having done so much in fashion and photography and content creation, she was opening herself up to the possibilities of what film could do for her. And so, Ruby, tell us a little bit about what's happened since opening up to that possibility. And back then, we got to see a preview of one of your projects. And it was a project in which Ruby documented her COVID quarantine experience. And so, what are some takeaways since venturing into this new realm for you?
Well, I guess I just want to go off of what you were saying about what it can do for me, what this new venture can do for me. I don't want to sound like Mother Teresa, but I feel like it's what it can do for us. Is what I was trying to get into with videography and filmmaking. It's creating a documentary that's by us, for us, because there isn't that resource out there for girls like us, the Fa'afafine specifically. where we can have younger generations look back on. What they have is something that's made by a white man or a white woman. And it doesn't paint us in the most extravagant of lights. If you were to Google Fa'afafine, please do that now. But no, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. Like, I mean, yeah, it's fulfilling for me to be able to create because I just want to create, but it's also like, it's for us. I just want to touch on that. And yeah, and it's a process. It's slowly getting there. Plan on wrapping filming in December. And then we'll see what next year has planned when it hopefully releases. See at a film festival somewhere.
Good job.
Mhm. I really appreciate what you just said about putting the power of storytelling, right,
Oh
in the
yeah,
hands of Fa'afafine.
it's scary
Mm-hmm.
to think
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
because it hasn't been thought of, or it's been done but been done by somebody else. Somebody else held the narrative to our stories. But yeah, so I can just imagine, like, so far with the stories that I've heard, it's
Yeah.
amazing to hear what the girls have to say.
Yeah.
And then with that too, sometimes there can become a disconnect,
Oh no,
Right.
yeah,
or the story that's being told now has been misconstrued
yeah,
and doesn't paint the most accurate picture of what we know the story to be.
right. Because thinking of like, what did we have back home to go off of as Fa'afafine, as coming into our own. We didn't have anything, like, I don't know about you two, but I could say that for myself. I had the older generation to go off of, and what they've seen is their experiences, but it doesn't have to be mine.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
that's
know.
true.
But we know the story.
Okay, but we're not
know
taking
the
away from any
story.
of y'all. 'Cause y'all did that, okay?
We know the who, what, where, why,
Okay.
and all the deeds. Something really exciting recently just happened with you, Ruby. The Creatives in Place residency window exhibits, curated by the Akonadi Foundation in Oakland, features Ruby
Good job.
in that
Thank you.
exhibit.
Yes.
And our team will post some photos to show and highlight this beautiful and amazing Fa'afafine, proudly displayed
Yes.
Yeah.
in her own window.
Okay, she had her own window.
And she was
Shout out to
beautiful.
Akonadi Foundation. I mean, that's amazing. I was amazed to hear that, especially during this month
Yeah.
of Pride,
Yeah.
just to be able to have that. It's in Oakland, so if you're out there, go check it out. It's at the Central Historic Building. It's on Broadway. Check it out. It's amazing. Me and a bunch of other artists in the Bay Area.
Sis made it to Broadway.
On the left side.
Before me. No, but you mentioned Pride, and this year Pride's theme is all about resiliency. And I think that Esau has a very unique story about resiliency to share. Tell us about it.
So currently I am on a weight loss journey that I've been on since I will say about September of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off at 450 when I was in the hospital fighting COVID. And then when I left, I had dropped at about 360. And currently we're at 350. So,
Good girl.
so my goal right now is to get down to 325. But it's a process.
Yes.
So every day is still a challenge for me that I'm going through. So eventually,
girl.
hopefully we'll get there.
Yeah, wow, that is so amazing and
Thank
inspiring
you.
Really?
Thank
learn
you.
about.
Yeah.
That despite being hospitalized with COVID,
Right.
that you pushed through and you set those personal goals and crushed it.
Right?
And there's still more to come.
Right.
She don't, she don't play.
No.
She don't play.
No.
Another place she don't play is on a weekly karaoke Facebook group. When we first met Esau shared about some creative outlets in which she was able to connect with through online social groups. And so Esau, tell us a little bit about this weekly karaoke group.
So I'm part of Real Food Junkies on Facebook, and we do a karaoke tag every Friday. So if you just so happen to be on the live and I catch you on the live tag,
You're it.
We waiting.
Right.
Tag me, sis.
Don't tag her, sis.
So-
Don't tag her.
yeah, if I happen to see you Nado on the line, you're it.
When is it again?
Every Friday.
Pacific Standard
Every
Time?
Friday. No, it doesn't matter what time. As long as I'm up, looking ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. I hope
That's
I
so
can
fun.
catch the next
Yeah.
one.
Right.
Did you come up with that on your own? Or
No, actually, it was with another team member. Esther, I love you, sis. So, yeah, we came up with this idea of just like out of the blue, let's just start tagging
Right.
people. And that's
That's
what we
sickening.
started doing.
And do you mind me asking, you know, this group that you have on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
is it, did you guys just create it during COVID, the pandemic?
Well, it started off, it's a group that started off from Foodie for the Booty. I don't know if you've heard of Foodie for the Booty. So then I think they were the naughty crew. And so they had to venture off because there were rules that they had to follow on this one particular group. And so they came up with another group, and then here we are with this new group also. So Real Food Junkies, check us out on Facebook.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
you must have a crowd this Friday.
Okay.
Foodie for the Booty was a social group that shared a lot of Pacifica recipes.
Right.
Right?
Yes,
Mhm.
I remember that.
Yeah. I
It's
think
so
I
funny
followed
because,
it.
you know, just talking about all of our stories, it just the year 2020, we thought of, to me, I thought I had the fear in me because I thought COVID was going to take away everything. And come to realize that there was a big lesson during that year. It trained us to plan, improvise, and, you know, get to do things that we never knew that we could do.
Really?
But not only that, but I think also through COVID, it brought community.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right?
We had no
it
choice
taught
but
us,
to-
it taught us to go back to what we've known.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get closer to our families,
Yes.
people that are important to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what COVID kind of taught me, was like
Yeah.
real true lessons that family, friends,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that are important, because like
The little things that we
Yeah.
tend to just
that went over our head, like,
Yeah.
because of course, like everybody was busy with work. They didn't have time for family. They didn't have time for their loved ones.
Yeah.
And then this happened, and it kind of taught us, hey, we need to stop,
Yeah.
smell the roses.
Yes.
You're gonna spend time with me now.
You know, I'm so grateful like all of this happened. I mean, I thought I had so much negative thoughts about the year 2020.
Right.
Because, you know, I was in fear that, you know, I was going to lose a job. I didn't have enough money. How am I going to survive? And then come to find out that, you know, just staying home, reducing hours, build my thinking, think, okay, let's think.
Right.
There's other ways that we can, you know,
No, really
get financially stable.
became more resourceful.
Yeah, and then it gave me the opportunity to, you know, be a volunteer for Utopia before joining the staff member. And, you know, doing the food distribution, I got out of
She
the
was
house.
the top volunteer.
Yeah.
The most hours.
She got all the golden
And,
stars.
thank you so much. But yeah, I just had so much fun. Come to realize that I just thought of all the good memories that I had in 2020. Thank you, COVID, for shining that light.
Right,
you
as
know?
as weird as
I
that
mean,
seems, it's
yeah.
like thank you for like
Thank
being
you
able
for
to have us
pandemic.
reach in deeper into things that we've
Yeah.
all often just let go over our heads. I mean, it's sad to, it's kind of
Yeah.
bittersweet to say things like that.
Right.
Like,
And I'm
Because
happy
they-
that,
yeah.
you know, sorry to,
go ahead.
but I'm happy that to hear that it gave you the opportunity to get things done.
Yeah.
So by December, you're
Really.
opening up something, and it's motivating me that I need to do something as well.
You're doing a lot already.
What aren't you
She
doing?
downplays herself because she wants us to upplay.
But yeah.
But no, Dell does a lot. You guys just
Oh, I'm just happy and thank you.
Yeah. One of the things that economists are looking at right now is that folks are not taking just any job right now.
no.
Yes.
Which, I mean, throughout COVID, we've had the highest unemployment rates we've ever seen since the Great Depression. But that as folks are getting ready to go back to work, people are focusing more now on the jobs that they can actually love
Yes.
and enjoy, that fuels their passion and reinvigorates
Yeah.
them. And so that is going to be something very interesting to see. And Del, you are one of those folks with like multi-passionate individuals. You do a lot of creative work, especially around graduation season. And last year, we had no graduation season. What are some of those projects that you do on the side?
So, thank you for bringing So, a few years back, when I moved, before moving here in the state of Washington, I was a resident in Hawaii.
Mhm.
So, usually during graduation season, there's a new trend in the Pacific Islands where they use money as another form to present gifts, like money gifts. Instead of putting it in an envelope, they want to be creative in doing a culture where, like the Samoan tradition, the tuina. So they call it the money tuina. So I've seen it before. I'm not the first to say that I did create that, but I did see it before. And then as years came by, we just started to make it bigger and creative. And I guess those creativities started to get the attraction of other people, like people. And yeah, they started coming. And when I left Hawaii, thinking I was gonna leave that in Hawaii, but as I came, I think I dragged it here. Like no matter where I go, it's gonna always follow.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I can't say no to people. It's hard because I want to help. I have a
It's
heart
on the
of
house.
Okay, I say yeah. I'm not ordering it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's I'm happy that I've done it. I thought I was gonna regret every single bit of it, but thinking of how those the 2020 had done to other kids, I want to do it for the kids now, for the kids this year. They deserve
That's
it.
admirable.
Yeah, and
But also pay your artists. Pay your artists for their hard work. I
yes,
feel like
please
that's
pay
what we
me.
all should do. Pay them for their hard
Yes,
work.
yes,
There's so much that
charge.
there's so much that goes into creating things. So pay your
but
artists.
yeah, so that's what I do on the side. It's a side
nice.
business.
Mhm.
So it comes and it goes, but yeah, just to
Yeah.
help out our community.
That's awesome, and I love the refocusing on the youth,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
who for many of them didn't know whether or not they would have graduations
Right.
again this year, and
It's such a big
all of
celebration
those
for
little
us
things,
Pacific
right.
Islanders.
It's
Like
like
we go grand.
pinnacle
Yeah.
of their high school careers or their college careers, and to celebrate in that way, I think it is even more cherished,
Yes.
Right.
and you help give that to
Oh,
them.
Okay.
So, where can we book?
So you can find me on Facebook. My Facebook name is Delarenta Tibupopo. I do have pictures that are posted on my page. I can repost them again, so you can see those designs. Yes, I am available if you need any help. I'm here to help you. And I do work around what you can afford, and yeah, we can work things out.
I love that.
All right. Well, are there any other shameless plugs since Dell led with the shameless?
Okay, so if we're gonna go there, just kidding. right now.
Yes, Ruby, your turn. Ruby, it's your turn.
No, you can find me on social media at Ruby Fuala'au. Yeah, and if you want to create stuff with me, I'm very open to it. I love creating with people who are open-minded, building campfires and just like letting it burn in the abyss, girl. Just let the universe have it. But I mean, also Isao, like I'm just gonna segue over to Isao. Like karaoke is in.
Oh, that's my only shameless plug that I have is karaoke's on Fridays on RFJE.
Oh, we read. Oh,
everything.
We didn't even get it. What?
Okay, we're talking about shameless plugs.
Okay.
South Bay shamelessly plugging.
What? I love it. Wait, did you come up with that logo?
No. This was created and designed by Vincent Michaele. He's the creator of the page, but this was his design.
Let's get a zoom in.
Yeah.
That's sickening. I didn't even notice that.
That's awesome. And so,
Do you guys sell those shirts?
Yes. You would have to find out from on the page on RFJE. They do have new designs that are out right now. So I'm.
And that was your only plug. Girl, you plug those shirts. She's plugging shirts, okay? That's sickening.
Yes, thank you.
And so, friends, what do you have to look forward to the rest of the year?
I would love to be working more with Utopia Washington and also helping out with the community wherever I can.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Period.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. I mean, I'm the same. I guess I'm gonna piggyback off of myself. Also traveling to like different states that are populated by the girls, populated in particular, to like. So I mean, if you're interested in being a part of a resource that our younger generations will be able to use, like please, I'm so open to it. I will come and film you. I will give you a photo shoot on the house just for being a part of it. Like that's what I've been doing with most of the girls that have already been a part of it. So yeah, if you're open and willing, we would love to have your stories. I mean, in hoping the next generation, they can have a better understanding of who we are and what our cultural identity means to us.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same with these two. But I am looking forward for new beginnings. As I mentioned earlier in our interview, what 2020 had taken away and what I've gained through 2020. So I do have a plan this year, and I'm hoping that I pull through. I don't want to reveal it yet, but it will come out soon. So
Yeah.
Can they just get a
on my
snippet?
Facebook.
Exclusive.
Okay, can we get an
Well, I get the
exclusive?
Oh, soon.
She wants a one-on-one interview.
My friends, it has been an absolute thrill. And just thinking about where our little show started
Yes.
8 months ago.
And honestly, congrats to everyone in the crew. Like, dude, you guys did so much work.
Yeah.
Shooting on set, like on different sets.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Congrats to you all.
Thank you so much, Ruby. I want to share a little bit of the origin story of Curry Talks. Curry Talks was the brainchild of Diana Veronica Krishna, who is the COVID-19 response coordinator here at Utopia, Washington. And she wanted to create a talk show that centers on our Cutie Pie community to give them a platform to share their stories. And the concept behind it, where she grew up in Fiji, it was common that the turmeric root is used for medicinal and healing properties. And so what better food than curry as a soul food for healing our communities? And so it's about taking each of those ingredients, those stories, the people along that journey, and giving that back to the world to enjoy and to be healed in the love and the brilliance and the abundance of the people that are here today and those who aren't. We also had many deep and powerful stories from members like Crystal Portia Fiso, Atasha Manila, and Jada Leatawa, who were not available to be part of our broadcast today, but we want to amplify their collective brilliance in making season 1 of Curry Talks what it is. Additionally, because we started this project with little to no experience of how we're gonna put together a talk show, like we had to learn so much along the way. And one of the powerful forces behind making this what it is Jaren Goto, our communications manager. Like production, each episode, and it's so beautiful to look back. If you go back to the first episode and you watch it from episode 1 through, you will see the story of how we grew in learning how to make this project happen, in how we pushed it out, and even in how things were edited. And the amazing thing is that as a team, we learned and persevered together. We had the support of all hands on deck, and this is where we are today with this project. Season finale. My job is done. I gotta go find another talk show to host because this has been absolutely momentous in like my lifetime. And this is something that I want to continue to foster and create like spaces to share stories.
Oh yeah.
Because
I feel like a lot of girls could benefit from this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just being able to tell their stories.
So if anyone needs a talk show host, but additionally, Curry Talks is what it is also because of the healthcare workers that have helped to demystify the information around COVID-19.
Yes.
And so we wanna say a special thank you to all of those partners that helped us along this journey. And they are Dr. Ray Samoa, Dr. Andrew Bati Young Chapon, and Dr. Maxime Chapon. Additionally, Nurse Arizona Ve'vea and Becky Wrights, who is a health educator. And then we had our community leaders also on a very unique episode, and they were Diana and also Tweety Fatwesi. So many thanks to all of those individuals.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Additionally, Curry Talks would have not been possible if it were not for the partnership and support of the Seattle Public Library, as well as the Washington State Department of Health. We official, y'all.
Thank you. Good job.
It's an amazing partnership.
Yeah. And so to that, I say thank you again for trusting us with your stories, for sharing in this space to help bring healing to others, and for allowing me and trusting me to be the vessel in which you shared your truths. And that's
Also, bravo to Nato. I mean,
Finally.
what an amazing I feel like she's been waiting for somebody to say something. No, but she has been amazing.
Yes.
She's been amazing.
Thank you, Nato,
Very,
for being
you're
amazing.
amazing.
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So to that, if you can all help me sign off for season finale.
Yeah.
Hopefully they renew my contract. But who knows?
Right.
Royalties. First season.
Yes.
First season.
But the first episode was well, sorry, girl.
So thank you so much everyone for tuning in. It has been an absolute joy. Please look out to see about information for attending our 2021 annual Utopia Luau. Ticket sales are now open. We hope to see you there. This has been Curry Talks with Donato,
Delarenta.
Ruby fall out.
And Sal.
signing off.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Hey guys.
Have you been vaccinated?
What are you waiting for? To activate, you must vaccinate.